Hello, I'm not sure if everybody sees me, but we're going to start in a few minutes. I want to share with everybody the briefing that we're going to do today. Hopefully everybody can see it on their phone. Also, there is a poll that we have with today's briefing. So I hope that you're able to complete the poll as well. So we'll wait a couple of minutes, I think, because it just turned 3:30, and I'm assuming everybody can hear David and Renee and Jackie. I hope you guys can hear me because it doesn't tell me whether you're if you're able to hear. Oh, you can.
I can hear you, Eric.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you very much for that. Okay, so we'll just wait a couple of minutes and then go through the briefing.
I can hear you, Eric.
Okay. Thank you, David. Thanks for joining. There'll probably be a few other people that will join, and if they're unable to join, what we can do is we can, this will be available online, and you can direct people to it, and we'll send it out by Twitter or Facebook or Instagram so that people can get that link. I hope everybody is doing well and that everybody is healthy and that their families are healthy, and we will certainly get through this together. So wanted to go over what we're going to cover during this briefing today. One thing is what the AACC, the African American Chamber of Commerce, is doing during the coronavirus pandemic to assist small businesses. Also, we'll cover some general business information that might be helpful to your company, contact information for the African American Chamber of Commerce team, and then social media contact information for us so that you can follow what we're doing and get an idea of some of the services that we have to offer. So some of the things that we're doing are social media posts where we ask people to go and visit certain businesses. For instance, this one that's on your screen right now talks about Black-owned restaurants and those that are offering carryout. So that type of information helps people to understand small ways that we all can help out our businesses. And many of these firms are really in need of support. So that's what we're doing there. Also, we're providing programming virtually through Zoom. So all of the programming that we would normally provide, if our speaker is able to utilize technology and has updated technology, then we will provide it virtually so that you can go on to our Zoom site, or you can watch it later on our YouTube site and get an idea of what's going on. And so you still get the programming that everybody seeks. We're also providing solutions. So the programming is not just the normal programming, but it's also programming that's around solutions that we have for businesses. This one, as an example, was about Monday.com and how that software and app can help your company during this period of time, and if you have to work remotely and you're on a team. Also, our MBAC office, which is run by Deborah Davis, is still processing certifications. So if your company applied for a certification, whether you were in our Piketon office or if you were in our Cincinnati office, we are still processing those certifications. So you shouldn't worry about that, and we're still working on those. Also, we're doing videos every day. I do a video where we share a little bit of information. It might be business advice, or it could be just general information about, let's say, the governor's order or something along those lines. We're making well-being calls to all of our members. Our entire team is going through the list, and one by one, we're calling our members to see how they're doing, to see if they need anything. And the poll that is attached to this Zoom conference also has information like that and questions like that that we're asking of our members. We're also reaching out to diverse economic and community groups, asking them what they're doing, asking them if there's a way that we can work together. There's a slide that's later in this presentation that talks about one effort that we're doing. But we're trying to reach out to everybody that we can. I've been on 2 conference calls today with about 6 or 7 different organizations, and so we're working very hard in that regard. We're also sharing information about our members. This is just one example from one of our board members, Donyetta Bailey, who's a local attorney in town, about what we're sharing with our members. We're also providing relevant and timely information. So, for instance, we sent out information about the governor's stay-at-home order, and we included a copy of that order, so if people wanted to read through it and see if your information or if your company was included in the governor's order, we have that type of information that's available for you. We also sent out information about the disaster loans that are being processed through the United States Small Business Administration. We included a link to that and a website. And then if anybody needs technical help in completing the application, we're certainly available to help you with that. We shared information about the shared work program. This is something that a lot of people do not know about, but if you have a company where you have, you're trying to reduce your workforce in response to the coronavirus, what you can do is have people share that job or reduce their hours, and then ODJFS, Ohio Department of Jobs and Family Services, will pay the difference between if that person were unemployed and their reduced hours. So that's a great program for employers that can save you money and still keep that person from having to file for unemployment assistance. We announced the extension of tax day from April 15th to July 15th, which I think most people already know about. And then we're working with organizations like Center for Closing the Health Gap, the NAACP, the Urban League, and Council Member Jan Michelle Lemon-Kearney to provide information, high quality information about the coronavirus itself. And so that's a place where people can go to learn more about the coronavirus and what is happening there. Also, I want to emphasize to people that even though we're not physically in the office, and this is the first day I haven't physically been there, we're still out here working for you. So Deborah Davis, who does the certifications for the state of Ohio, her contact information is right there, and you can call, leave a message. She'll get back to you or send her an email. Jordan Ivory, who's our program director, if you have an idea for a program or if you would like to participate in a program, give Jordan a call. We're open to any and all ideas that people may have. Henrietta Shepard. Henrietta is part of our team. She, however, is out on sick leave, so that's why I just put down the general number for Henrietta. But if you had a question for her, you can always send it to her email. Alex Thomas is our membership director. Her email and direct phone are included. So if you have any membership questions, please reach out to Alex. Christy Clement Williams is responsible for transformative initiatives and sponsorships. So if you have a sponsorship or if there's an idea that you have that will transform the business community in greater Cincinnati in Northern Kentucky, please let us know about it. And then if you want to reach out to me, that's my direct dial number. And so it'll go directly to me. You can either send me an email, that's my personal email address. And then follow the African American Chamber of Commerce on social media Here are some of our email sites, our social media sites, such as Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Those are just examples of those. And then here's a listing of all of those that you can follow, and please like us on Facebook and all those other things. This is our website, and so we're updating that constantly. So the African American Chamber of Commerce is here for you. We want to help you in any way we can. We're calling all the members, as I mentioned earlier, as well as you can fill out the poll, or you can send us information by email, and we're here to help you out in any way we can. So do people have any questions? We can have a little bit of discussion if you would like. Okay, don't all jump at once.
Eric, this is Jackie. What about adding your op-ed as just an example of advocacy that the chamber's doing?
Oh, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. Thank you, Jackie. I should have included that.
That was very well received.
Yeah, I actually did this. I did this presentation before that got out. But yeah, this is a great idea. Great idea. So thank you. I'll make sure that I add that.
Hi, this is Renee Mahizi Harris, and I just wanted to share that the combined organization site that was launched for community resources can also have information uploaded to it. So there is a category for unemployment.
Oh, that's a good point.
Category for emergency resources. There's a category for advocacy, i.e. legal needs, but you can upload information on the site in 6 categories. So I invite you to please definitely visit the site for information on the coronavirus, but also it is a place so that all of our partners throughout this region can share information that is of value to everyone that we are all serving.
Thank you for that, Renee. That's a very good point. It's a very good point.
Eric,
Yeah.
could you elaborate a little further on the Job and Family Services program that's doing it sounds like some gap?
Yeah, so it's really a great program that I don't know if a lot of people are taking advantage of it, but I know that a lot of people don't know about it. So if you have, let's say you are an employer, and you have employees that you'd like to retain, but you're not sure that you can fill all of their hours. So let's say they work 40 hours a week and you need to cut them back to 20 hours a week due to the coronavirus pandemic. So what you would do is you would take them down to the 20 hours, and then the employee would file with the Ohio Department of Jobs and Family Services for unemployment that's just the difference between what they make under 20 hours a week and what they would make under 40 hours a week. So that delta is what ODJFS would cover. From your standpoint as an employer, that's great because you get the employee to still work for you. You don't have to pay the large amount that you would have to pay if somebody went on unemployment. For the employee, they still have consistent income and they don't have to worry about meeting their monthly bills and requirements. So it's a win-win. It's a great program and people should take advantage of it. I included the website, but I'll put up the exact link to that exact site later, and I'll make sure that everybody has a copy of it.
Another question is, is there anyone on this webinar or conference that has tried to apply or submit applications for the SBA disaster loan? And if they have, we would greatly appreciate knowledge from them, because it is a very cumbersome site and it just continues to shut down.
Yeah, well, I've heard that we've provided technical assistance, but I have not personally completed the application. One thing I can say is if you start early in the morning, that those times usually tend to be better than if you were to try and get on the site right now. If we can offer technical help, we're more than willing to do that. Or we can get somebody from the SBA to physically help you. We have a partnership with them as well, and I can make sure that you talk directly to that person.
Okay, thank you. We'll reach out.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, definitely we'll do that. Yeah. Is there anything else that people would like to share or say? Okay, well, thank you very much for jumping on this conference. I know it was a little bit last minute, but we're trying to make sure that we get something out to people every day, and we thought that this was the best way to do it. I will make sure that I follow up and post the links and other information that we discussed. You can ask your friends or colleagues to jump on this site, and we'll send out the link. And thank you all very much for joining. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Eric.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks.